Today's tale sees us playing BattleTech once again, and today we're up against the Pizza King, and we're running a pretty standard lance here. Got a bunch of hunchbacks here with some lasers, the old 4Ps. Got ourselves the laser Centurion, the AL. Maybe should have considered the actual Centurion with the AC, but we'll see. And we've got ourselves Sumo and our little Locust. He's pretty good for what he does. We're going to get up this hill. Pretty sure Ozone gets up this hill a little bit quicker. We're going to take our favorite little spot over in this corner while we work out things. Wildfire, you need to get up here too. Maybe I should have swapped over Ozone and Wildfire, since I probably want the Centurion AL to be towards the front. He needs to be tanking things up with his beautiful section of armor here. I mean, he doesn't have a lot, but he's got some. Most of it's in the legs, surprisingly. Does mean that torso twisting kind of works out okay. It doesn't mean that your legs blow off too quick, but it does leave you a little risky on here. I mean, obviously in comparison, the hunchbacks have 100 on their torsos, but their back is just a little bit less willing to take back shots. So the idea here is just slowly just brace and tank our way in and unleash. Unleash the lasers. The large lasers have a... Large lasers on this AL are not all that nice, but it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure we've got a fair few heat sinks, right? Right? Heat sinks. There we go. There's a couple. Two. Is there some in the legs? Where's the rest of our heat sinks? There we go. Alright, so we've got about, what's that, 6? There's nothing in the head, right? Oh, and torso. Okay. Not too bad. Our opponent's having a bit of a think. So I've kind of discovered that if you get to about here, you kind of got to let your opponent have the next turn, and then you can probably ping them here. I think that's about how it normally works. You got to give it a little bit of leeway for them to get up that hill. Takes a bit of time. I'd love for you to get in the front here, my Centurion AL friend. You need to twist this shield arm in. Look at that lovely shield. It's ready to take a few rounds for the team. So we'll get you in. Ozone, buddy, we are lagging a little. I think it's the recording though. You need to come on up. Swivel your hump in. Swivel your hump in. And you just need to sit at the back here. Just need to torso twist as much as we can. Not so much on the Locust, because the Locust, well, he doesn't want to get shot at all. He can take a little bit of fire. I mean, he's small, so there's a hard time hitting him. If he moves, it gets even worse. Obviously, since locking wrecks you a little. But it's all not bad news if the Locust gets shot at by some LRMs. So next turn, we'll probably look at sprinting this. I think it actually takes the opponent till turn 3 to get into sensor lock range. So this turn, he's going to get up the hill. And then next turn, I think they can get to about here, which is okay-ish. So if I ping him first, he goes first. If he has a light, he can reserve. He still has to get vision, so we're probably okay sprinting into here. If I get pinged first, we're going to reserve. He reserves, I can move in, brace again. It's not too shabby to take a bit of a sprint to here. And then we kind of just work out what he's got from there. Everyone can brace. We do have some LRM fire back, the LRM 10s, but we have no way of sense locking, so we're going to need full vision here. I think what we'll do is we'll get you just sliding up a little. Should be okay here. I just kind of want to test out the limits of... I should have braced. The limits of how far I can move before we get locked on this side. The next round of tournament play I play, I will be on the other side, I believe. So this may not be the greatest thing to learn, but you know what? It's nice to know this stuff, right? And we just stay in one old big group. You can probably stay towards the back just a little. And brace. And brace. Just in case he decides to lock. I think we're going to get pinged. It depends on how far he's gone to the side. I really want to learn this side a little bit more for the rest of the tournament. I have a feeling traveling this way and maybe taking this hill might be the route to go. I know a lot of people go this way and sit in this forest and then move forward. Since you know a lot of people are going to push this hill. I mean, there's only really two paths, right? There's this one and this one. There's nothing in the middle that's usable. Even if you run up this hill, you're having problems with this rubble in the middle. Alright, so I reckon next move we should be able to move into this little sort of nook here and have a look at what our opponent has if he doesn't get us this turn. Anything that's a jumping mech gives our little hunchbacks a bit of a problem. At least we've got the AL to maybe get shot in the back. He can take a fair bit. I mean, this is a fire starter. If gets lucky, we'll still shred all of this back here, which is not nice. Not nice at all. Opponent's having a little bit of a hard time. Our turn, so we should be able to get to about here, I reckon, and see the dude. Where you at, Wildfire? So I could take a sprint. Probably rather a sprint to here. Is that in the move cycle? Alright, that's not too bad. So we'll take to about here. I reckon that should ping us an opponent. There we go. So now we'll brace up. So we know what he's got. Well, we know he's there at least. The thing with this lance also is you never know what your opponent has because you fairly much have the world's worst sensor lock information. We'll just move up a little into the trees. We can sprint out if we need to. Mr. AL is going to just party up. So I want to stay out of his range here. He might push that forward. At least with us finding him first. Means that if he doesn't have an arc light, he has to go first. Alternatively, I think we're just going to move you here. That needs to be a move though. Something like that. We're kind of torso twisted most of our team. Things are looking happy. Alright, so we did find his light. He could back this up, stick us back into movement phase. It's most likely to reserve though. There we go. You're better off reserving. With us seeing him, we know that he's gonna, if he reserves or if he moves. Because as soon as this moves a section, we know what he's done. I don't particularly want to push this forward first. We'll probably move up with Ozone. He could, depending on what this is, move it back and hope that we don't get done here. And that is a phone call that I have to take. Just gonna... Alright, well that was a weird phone call. Okay, so a fire starter sensor locking us. What did he sense lock? He sense locked the AL. I don't know about this move. He's gonna get to go. Does that mean he's got some sort of LRM boat going on? Could hump up this hill. We're probably going to reserve down just to see if he wants to have another go. I could give him vision, but then we can't really do much back here at all. So we're just going to reserve, I think. See what we get. I'd say he reserves down. A fire starter. We don't really want to go in close against a fire starter, especially not with hunchbacks. So he knows it's an AL. Maybe if he LRMs us, we go in on it. We'll just count how many LRMs come in. Push here. Sounds like a fair few. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Feels like a trap. Definitely feels like a trap. That's not so bad. It's into the side. So the trap's over here, I think. If this is a double trap, we're definitely rushing this. So, let's see. I'll go last, he goes first. He reserves, I reserve, he gets to fire. I could throw my full weight at this thing. We're probably gonna miss with most things. I would have to look to. I wonder if I can get Sumo in. We could maybe take a shot with Sumo. That's a double trap. All right, we're just gonna bum rush this then. Double trap, eh? And he's got one more medium. So he's got 3 mediums, and that maybe was a reserve. So if I can get Sumo up here, we can't quite get around on that. He goes first, right? I kind of want to be in range to jump all over this thing. I probably need to do the damage here with you. I could eat a bit more on the side of this. And then you can't get into fire. How about you, Buckshot? You can get into fire. So we're firing with 2s. Might not be worth. We need to rotate if he's on that direction as well. Where can you get to, Buckshot? From firing from there, okay. So we're probably okay with you firing in. We're going to have to eat, I think, a full round of fire here. Is he going to jump on us? Alright, we're going to go. So he's got a mech here. He's got a mech here. This ain't no fire starter. Alright. I think we're going to throw everything onto this guy and then get the lasers up. We definitely just want to bum rush here. Down a jump jet. That's good for us. These spiders are super jumpy. So we'll take a full round of fire here. We'll brace for the next round though. He might, if he jams in something now, this is going to hurt a fair bit. What's this? Panther, okay. Relatively mobile lance, but the AL's here to just eat face while everybody else gets in on this. So I can get you here and then Ozone. Get here. Probably okay with this actually. So we move, we fire, shred off a bit of evasion, and then Ozone gets to fire pretty hard in. This guy's gonna just eat a lot of damage though, which is unfortunate for the AL, but against 2 trebs we might be able to get through this. I would like, the arms don't really matter. It's jump jets though. Torso twist, make sure we take a bunch of damage to the side, really. Ozone might sprint this way. He's probably going to go for back shots on these guys. If he can, we're just going to jam everything here. Really shred that guy up. These things have a hard time surviving. So if he jumps to the back, we're probably going to look for move over here and brace. Could go for a sprint. I think we go for a move and a brace. Just like this. So he jumps behind. We can sort of deal with it with the ozone or the locust. We've probably blocked ourselves here a little. So now he gets to go with these. He kind of maybe tries to abuse this a bit more. If he goes once, we reserve. He reserves. We get to go with our mediums. If he doesn't go, we could actually punch this. It doesn't make a difference though. He's probably going to jump this out. He could jump behind. Over here somewhere maybe. We're still going to reserve because I want to go with the AL to just brace it into the next round of firing here. I wonder if he's going to continue on the AL. He might. I could also sprint for these trees, but I do need some stability back, and these things are going to hammer us for stability here. Who's the pilot in this? Mockingbird, that's fine. If I was him, I would reserve. Maybe hoping I reserve. I'm definitely not reserving though. He could fire this and again another 50 damage. It's getting a little brutal for the AL. But then he sort of leaves himself exposed. Although he actually sense locked, so he could jump back and fire with the PPC. Alright, he's going for... I would stop firing to the side. That was him. Might be able to get... That's going to cost him a fair bit of heat too, actually. Cooking, sir. You're cooking. But now we just move you. Probably move into the trees here. Just going to brace up. No need to get knocked. He's got vision over here. He could fire into some of this. He's probably going to reserve. Oh, he should be fine. If I can punch this, I can punch it twice. I don't think it's in punch range though. So if it's not in punch range, we might take a move and a fire, and then everybody else gets over this hill and fires. He might look to close distance with these, I don't know. Not keen on the double treb. He is doing a fair bit of damage though, so this arm could come off if he jams everything. Ooh, coming in on the... He's going for this side. He's going for a dead arm though. I mean, there's... I suppose there's an LRM in there. We'll just eat that. Eat that indeed. Alright, so Sumo, can you punch? You can. So I could just destroy this guy now. So this will be gone. I could go on these. Buckshot. I'd probably rather just toast this, just to stop it from being a pest. He's probably going to move this in, fire. So we punched this twice. He gets no turn with it. We missed. Okay, well that's a disaster. He's down his evasion though. That miss was kind of annoying. So you can probably clear this hill, fire. You can clear the hill and fire. I wonder if he goes for... That's a catapult. Okay. Who's in the catapult? Arclight. Well, that changes things a little. But not too much. He's bringing the medium lasers in. I prefer this. I think you need to bring the medium lasers in. Maybe I should concentrate on this. Maybe clear some of this. This guy's 50 damage. Plus some. And then this guy is actually a lot more. So maybe we'll fire onto these guys. Wonder if he's gonna go for sumo. Nope. He's just trying to shred that arm. Which is fair enough. So he gets to punch us. I'm going last, so he gets to act first with this. Alright, so you need to clear this hill. We definitely need to fire on some of these guys, I think. What do we got for this? Could maybe toast this thing. It's tempting. Is there a move that doesn't put us on rubble as well? I'm real tempted for this guy. He's going to get to go first. So if I was him, I would jump this out of the way. We're going to get our hunchbacks in though. The old hunchies are going to get some decent damage out. Yeah, I think we can toast this guy pretty well. He's probably going to jump this back, but then it leaves our hunchbacks to engage on this stuff over here. Which I'm probably okay with. He's probably going to bring that spider in and maybe start trying to shoot us in the back. Alright, some serious burn there. It's a shame we missed with this, because then we would have had this thing dead, really. But them's the breaks, right? Them's the breaks. He could punch this, and then fire him with these. Let's think about this. You probably move this first. This is about to die if it stays there. I'm going to reserve, because I need to go with this. If you punch with this, this is dead pretty much to these guys coming over the hill. Okay, he really wants that side of the mech. That's fine, because we will be able to rotate this turn. So we reserve. He has this. I go with this. And he gets to fire into the other side of us. We could think about jumping these, I guess. What's this look like? So we can just shred this guy down. Keep sumo probably last. I probably want to use sumo on one of these guys. Get them out of the medium phase so that we can just go ham with the mediums. Gonna fire into the back of this, maybe? I mean, for evasion, he could kill this. It'd be pretty brutal if he did. Or does he continue on this? Okay, he's going for it. I mean, the evasion's gonna hold there. Alright, my turn. So we're gonna rotate. He can shoot us in the side if he wants. That's fine. I'm gonna rotate like this. So he has to keep traveling sideways with these guys if he wants to. I think we shoot this guy here. We've lost the LRM 10. He could shoot us in the back, but we've got kind of okay armor on the back to deal with that. Just gonna rotate here, bulwark up, blast this man. So this will come off in our turn. He could travel this way or this way. Choices are his. He's got 20% from the front. He does a fair truckload of damage. I wonder if he's going to fire on sumo here. He could kill sumo. Through the evasion, through trees. If he goes on sumo, we might look to push onto this. Depends what he fires with, right? Arclight has no bulwark. He has bulwark from here. So if he fires from here, maybe we hit this guy. He then fires on sumo. We move in with these guys. Do you continue shooting on this? I would shoot on maybe one of these guys. This guy's probably gonna move you. He could maybe knock somebody. Depends who he shoots on, right? Depends on who he wants to shoot. If he shoots at one of these guys, we'll move one of these guys. Fire in. You're running a little hot, but that's okay. We should be able to grind this guy into a nothing. Now that he has no movement with these two. He's gone. He starts with this. This is out of track. We can hit this twice. He maybe tries to shoot us in the back again. So we're getting a little sticky in here for him. He's got 17 seconds. He's thinking about it. Worst thing is if he fires on one of these, I could actually brace them right here and still fire. He's probably not likely to, right? At some point we need to clear this stupid spider off us as well. You just reserve? Nope, he ran out of time. That means we're gonna move with you then. Provide the hunch, like so. Actually, we want to provide like this, I think. We need to provide front. We're getting in really close now. I wonder if I could move here to do it. Yeah, I can. So we're gonna provide like this, I think. I just don't want him shooting me in the face. That turn time, I might have killed him here. Alright. Even better that we get to go with... We'll probably punch this, move this in. Blast down this. He could do some serious damage. 2 medium lasers. I don't know about these 2 medium lasers. I wish the spider was cool. But jumping and firing is rather hot on him. So now he fires into this or this. I'll probably fire at this. Do some stab damage. He's going for the front of my AL by the looks of it. I don't know if that's going to save you. Not when hunchbacks are bearing down on you. 600 armor. Oof, 800. So this is the equivalent of a hunchback, right? With the armor spread out a bit more than a hunchback. What's on a hunchback's arm? Yeah. If he knocks us, we might be in trouble, but that leg arm is doing wonders for us. Yeah, okay, so he could have knocked this if he had fired. No, he would have unsteadied it, right? So we punch you. Right, can you actually hit this time? I would love this to connect. Alright, so this guy gets pushed out a turn. Now Ozone can maybe climb in. This is annoying, this spider, but I think we can ignore him for a bit. Something like that, into the front. I'd rather fire into the front. Maybe we hit some CT here. Plus we give the torso twist a good go. Alright, this guy's pretty much stuffed. He's out of movement, so he's in the heavy phase. So he's just going to get hammered in here. He probably jumps this in close, maybe, or DFAs. If he DFAs with this, it's our start. I could punch this, and then go ham on this. If I punch this, at least then I can fix up whoever gets DFA'd here. It's probably going to be this guy, right? Yeah, so he's rolling in for the punch. Into the back. Alright. So we'll see if we can punch this guy up here. Just to keep him off us for a bit. He'll probably punch Sumo here, but this should be dead. If we do this okay. Let's get up here. So now we can fix up Wildfire before she gets shot at, right? So we can fix up Wildfire, fire into this, and this just keeps him off us. Wildfire, you actually get to fire this turn. Are you excited? I bet you are. So we move here, fire on this guy. It shouldn't give back. Ooh, no, it shouldn't give back armor to that. We steady up. I'm tempted to just close in a little. Maybe not actually. Maybe we'll just brace from here. I would like a bit of a torso twist. Although I think I've got to be concerned about that catapult jumping behind us. So maybe we'll just face forward. We've got plenty of armor to burn here. Nice if we could actually do something off this man. Okay, 60 in the CT. You probably just fire as well. Although if we move forward, what do we get here? 85s? I might move into the trees. It gives us a chance against this if it punches us. Might mean he shoots on this, but from the front, at least he can't shift around on us too weirdly. And we are... Nah, I suppose it makes sense. All this blasting, all this sandblasting. He is down a lot of armor though. This guy's braced, this guy's braced, so now he maybe has to make the choice of, do you fire on this? You probably look to clear this maybe. He's gonna just punch it and punch it. DFA it is also the other choice. This is running pretty hot, so maybe he punches here, fires from here. If he fires from here, I'm still okay firing into the front of this. Through a brace, this will probably die. Still through a brace, that'd probably die to a hunchback. I might even get lucky with wildfire here if she decides to survive. That should be either front or side. That leg should survive, I reckon. To the side, to the fresh side. We're about to lose our large laser and our small laser. Guess you're about to become a pogo stick, my friend. A pogo stick. If he leaves us alive, we're just gonna kick this thing. Do we? Let's think. He goes last, I go first. So we run down, we kick this. It goes back a phase, we kill it with this. And then we're just left up against some of this stuff. We might punch this off us. Punches to this would probably see it fairly dead, right? Alright, that AL is tanking like a monster. Like a monster. This unsteadiness is a little dodgy, but we're going to kick this thing to the front. If we kill it with this, I'd be amazed, but yeah, definitely. We're going in. Could rip an arm. We could hit it in the CT. I could have gone from the front and maybe put those chances for the CT up. Alright, LRM crit. So one of his LRMs are a bit dodgy. Pushes him back a phase. We kill this next. I could have actually not done that. I could have kicked this one. He reserves. I get to shoot. Is he going to jump this behind? Is he going to punch this? So I get to go first. We'll fire with you if you get punched. Or maybe he DFAs us. What's your leg like? Okay. I fire with this then. We'll get back all our stability. And then these two can just go ham on whatever's left. Hopefully... so we twist like this. Fire into you. And he disconnects. He's pretty much done anyway. He's pretty much done. Next up, it would have just been these two just killing off this. Or even this. He would have, let's see, he goes with this, he fires into this. It's probably still standing. Which then means I get to just punch on this a few turns. Punching on this would have been okay because these mechs would have rotated the correct angles to this. We start, we punch this. It goes back in a phase, all these guys open up on it. And it's just a smoking heap. I'll take that victory though. I don't like the LRM spam. It's not... I mean, you saw how weak it left him with a panther and a spider. And that was through... I mean, this guy just took pretty much everything, right? And he's still standing. Meanwhile, these guys are just fresh as daisies, right? This is a lot of armor to go through. I don't know. I really don't like the LRM spam. It's not a good way to go. With that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.